Good morning, friends. So, the standard operating procedures for opening the FCRA account in the NDMB SBI has been released, but it seems that the same has not yet been uploaded on the FCRA portal, and neither it can be found on the SBI website. But it has been received from the SBI, some of the SBI branches which are sharing this standard operating procedures. So today in this video we will be discussing the step-by-step procedures which has been laid down for opening the FCRA account in the NDMB SBI. So let's discuss. First point in the SOP, any entity which seeks to receive foreign contribution have to approach either the nearest SBI branch or any other SBI branch of their choice for taking action with regard to opening of their FCRA account with the NDMB SBI. So how you will open the account in the NDMB SBI? The applicant shall collect the account opening form physically or download the same from the website of the SBI and submit the duly filled up form along with the mandatory KYC documents for their verification. Now what is the documents which is there in the mandatory KYC documents? KYCs of signatories, KYCs of beneficial owner, and details of existing accounts, which means the existing FCRA designated account and the FCRA utilization account, which should be duly verified by the owner bank or the branch in which the utilization account and the FCRA existing designated bank account is there. Once the application is submitted, an acknowledgement in this regard shall be given to the applicant by the accepting branch. The form accepting branch of the SBI shall scrutinize the form as well as the KYC documents and email the verified documents to SBI NDMB within 3 working days from the date of receipt of completed documents. Now, what will happen when the email is received by the SBI NDMB? The SBI NDMB shall confirm to the applicant organization through an email regarding the receipt of such form and the KYC documents within 1 working day of its receipt, which means after the submission of form within 4 days, you should be receiving an email from the SBI NDMB that they have received your documents. The NDMB will then intimate to the applicant entity the details of the FCRA account so opened within 3 working days from the date of receipt of duly verified scanned copies of the complete set of AOF, which is the account opening form, and the KYC documents from email ID of the receiving branch. The intimation will also be sent by the registered email ID as well as through SMS. So basically, once the documents is received by the NDMB, the account shall be opened within 3 working days from the date of the receipt of documents, and the same will be intimated to the organization via email as well as SMS. The entity can maintain their existing FCRA accounts for keeping or utilization, and also the utilization accounts for utilizing the funds. The complete details of the specified branch has been again given in the SOPs so released. So the branch is NDMB branch, which you all are well aware of till now. The address as given is the 11 Sansad Marg FCRA cell. The branch code is 00691. The IFSC code is SBIN 0000691. The SWIFT code which is required when the foreign donor will transfer the money to your SBI account is SBIN INB B104. The email ID which was also given as a helpline number is fcra.00691@sbi.co.in. The telephone numbers, there are 3 helpline numbers which has been given by the SBI NDMB. So once the account is opened, what will be the process of receiving the foreign contribution in that account through the SWIFT mode? The branch says that the NDMB will allow the receipt of foreign contribution in such FCRA account only after the MHA has confirmed that they have given a certificate or the prior permission under section 12 of the FCRA 2010. The foreign inward remittances should contain the following details. The first details: FCRA designated account number of the beneficiary, SWIFT code which was given above, name of the beneficiary, name of the donor or the remitter who is transferring the money, account number of the donor, the donor's address, and the donor's country of residence should be there. In case a new entity which is not yet registered under FCRA is applying for opening the FCRA account, then the SBI shall wait for the MHA's decision on application of the entities for grant of prior permission on or the registration certificate. So only after the MHA approval, the NDMB shall allow the foreign contribution to flow into the account. The SBI NDMB shall intimate the customers through an email and SMS regarding the receipt of foreign contribution. So now onwards, you will be receiving an email as well as SMS which is registered with the SBI NDMB, which you must have given in the at the time of account opening. You will be receiving an SMS as well as an email whenever any money has come into the SBI NDMB. Now the fourth point which is given can be a very tedious process for the FCRA registered organizations. Each time when you are transferring the money from the SBI NDMB to your existing FCRA designated bank account or any utilization account, you will be required to submit an undertaking detailing the purpose of the receipt of funds along with the FEMA declaration and the details of the FCRA existing bank account or the FCRA utilization account in which you want to credit your amount by the SBI branch. So if this document, the details of FCRA keeping or utilization and FCRA utilization account has not been submitted at the time of account opening, only then this document shall be required each time. Otherwise, this document shall not be required at the time of each credit which you have to do by transferring the amount from the SBI to your existing FCRA accounts. The branch shall then forward the duly scrutinized copies to the New Delhi main branch on the designated email ID which is given. So basically these undertakings and with the purpose of the receipt of funds and the FEMA declaration has to be submitted in the same branch in which you have submitted your account opening form initially. So this is the welcome step. A standard forex conversion rate as permitted under the FEMA guidelines and as instructed by the RBI shall be applied on each inflow of foreign currency. And the best part is it shall be duly intimated to the account holder through an email that what forex rate was applied. The next point, the FCRA account holder shall have a complete freedom to transfer the foreign contribution received in the SBI account to their existing designated bank account as well as the utilization account. The SBI branch will give the internet banking facility with the view rights also, which will be there with the NDMB branch. NDMB will not levy any charges or fees as was also given in the notification dated 13th October. So they are not taking any charges or fees on transfer of foreign contribution from the FCRA account to the FCRA designated accounts or the utilization accounts. Moreover, for each such transfer, the FCRA account holders shall be informed through an email as well as SMS immediately. So basically, earlier you were not being informed by your bankers that what transactions have taken place either through email or SMS, or there were only some bankers who were intimating you. But now it has been made mandatory as per the SOPs that for each such transfer or credit, the banker will intimate you through an email as well as SMS. Now, in case of those donations which are not directly coming in from foreign or through SWIFT mode, what SOPs have been released? So let's discuss that. Donation which is given in INR by the foreigners of Indian origin, the entities have to provide a copy of the passport of the donor along with the undertaking for the purpose of the receipt and FEMA declaration. Foreign contribution which is received in cash or local check or demand draft, either in INR or in foreign currency, again the entity has to provide the passport of the donor and same documents which is required for each credit, the undertaking for the purpose of the receipt and FEMA declaration. The interest, if any, on the FDs which is there, which is kept by the organization in another bank account, which is made out of the foreign contribution which was received earlier, as also the redepositing of the principal amount after maturity of the FD in the SBI NDMB, entity has to provide a certificate from the concerned branch. And I think in this the details that should be there is that this money was deposited from the foreign contribution which was received by the organization. Now, if you are selling any assets which was created out of the foreign funds, again the entity has to provide a certificate from the concerned authority or the bank that this money which is credited is out of the foreign funds. Then redepositing unutilized foreign contribution drawn as an advance for some purpose in the normal course of running the organization, and if you are redepositing the unutilized money in the account, then the entity has to provide a self declaration along with the FEMA declaration and the purpose of redepositing. Then the refund on account of cancellation of air tickets booked with foreign contribution account, again the entity has to provide a self declaration along with the FEMA declaration and the purpose for which the money is being refunded. The donation which is given in foreign currency notes, entity again has to provide the passport of the donor along with the declarations and the undertaking. Then the donation which is given in the foreign currency checks, again the entity has to provide the copies of the documents for the identification of the donor, which should contain the name and address of the donor, and again the undertakings and the declaration. So basically, for each credit, for each refund, for each transfer, the declaration of FEMA and the undertaking for the purpose of such receipt or redeposit or transfer has to be given by the organization. Coming to grievance redressal mechanism, now the SBI NDMB have come with a grievance redressal mechanism wherein if you have any queries or if you have any grievances, you can how you can approach them. The FCRA account holder or the applicant entity may send an email in the FCRA complaints.00691@sbi.co.in, and the NDMB shall create an FCRA cell to handle all such emails. The applicant person or the FCRA account holder may also register their complaints or suggestions, if any, on the given numbers. If the grievance is not redressed after accessing the aforesaid mechanism, it may be again escalated through an email to sbi.00691@sbi.co.in, and this will be handled by the Deputy General Manager of the NDMB SBI. So basically, considerably huge SOPs have been released, and there is a huge lot of work that has to be done by the organizations whenever they want to transfer the money from their SBI FCRA account to the existing FCRA designated bank account and the utilization accounts, because giving the undertaking and declarations each time will be a very cumbersome process. So for understanding more and for any queries, you can email and comment below. Thank you.